We're now about to go live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now live.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield. Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. 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 We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back indeed. It is Monday. Happy 4th of the month. Happy 4th of the month, Peter.
Okay.
It is November 4th. On this day in 1528, Alvaro Nunez Cabeza de Vaca becomes the first known European to set foot in the area that would become Texas. Now, if you have a car with a Texas Tech wide receiver, an A&M quarterback, and a Baylor University offensive lineman in it, who's driving the car?
What? I'm sorry. I'm dealing with a technical issue.
Okay.
That you created, so.
I created?
Yes.
What did I do?
Well, you didn't tell me how many guests.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be one, but he said there might be a second one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you want to hear the question again?
Yes.
Okay. If you have a car with a Texas Tech wide receiver,
yes,
an A&M quarterback, and a Baylor University offensive lineman in it, who's driving the car?
The Baylor drought lineman.
A cop.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I applied to Texas A&M, but the only acceptance I got was from a Texas A&P.
Oh, God. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So we call this show That'll Learn You. Do you know why?
Why?
Because that's its name.
Okay.
That'll Learn You with its absolutely adorable host, Michael Buster McMahon. I am Michael Buster McMahon. And my wife keeps...
I hope so.
My wife keeps complaining that I never listen to her. Or something like that. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she says half the time.
Okay.
Join me is my pal producer, Peter Cole. Say hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Now say inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Peter's furniture goes back to Louis the 15th. Unless he pays Louis by the 14th.
Oh, boy.
To end the show, cool stories about great songs. Plus, if we have time, we'll discuss the science involved in kissing and why it's not prevalent in all cultures. But we probably won't have time for that. So sit back.
You might like that one, though.
No, that'd be a cool one. It's weird. Like not all cultures, most cultures find it kind of disgusting. Swapping bacteria.
Gotcha.
But as you know, if you're gonna swap bacteria, I mean that's a good way to go.
I guess so.
So remember, if you put a pizza on top of another pizza. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I seem to have. There seems to be something missing from here. That's okay. So remember, if you put pizza on top of another pizza, you get two pizzas. If you put a lasagna on top of another lasagna, you still only have one lasagna. Do what you want with that.
It stinks to be you.
It stinks to be me.
Yeah.
Why does it stink to be me?
If you only have one lasagna.
Oh, I see. No, but you have a thicker lasagna. I worked in an Italian restaurant, and once in a while they had a special called the Milastrata. It translated to something like 1,000 layers or something. And it didn't have it, but it had a lot of layers. And people say, "What is this Milastrata?" And I would always say, "Well, it's a lasagna with lots of different layers, not to be confused with Lysistrata, which is a Greek play." Not a lot of people got the joke though.
No, I get it.
So we have a guest later on the show. So there's going to be two, definitely.
Looks like it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Very good. Well, all right. I guess I can take partial blame.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Oh, you missed the opportunity. You could have said what I tell you all the time. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying I'm blaming you. I say that to you all the time.
I'm trying to fix the problem, so I don't have time for that.
Oh, okay. You don't have time for that. I see what you did there.
Homie, don't play that.
Okay. So, unfortunately, last night we lost somebody. 91 years old. Quincy Jones we lost. 91's a good...
I would say he had a very good run.
Yeah, that's a good run. A very, very nice career. Usually I was going to start the show off with a certain song that I always play. This year we play it a little later than I liked, but the important thing is we are playing it. And it's a song I always play when the New York Yankees get eliminated.
Stop yelling.
I was so happy. I was a nervous wreck watching this World Series. It's almost as if the Red Sox were in it.
Almost a fait accompli.
But it was just
No one can stop the Japanese Godzilla, Ohtani.
Even though he didn't do a lot in the series, but
doesn't
he
make a
contributed.
difference.
No, he contributed, and I've never really been a particularly big Dodger fan. That week I was a huge Dodger fan, and I'm going to go back to being a different. I mean, hey, I'm happy for Mr. Roberts there. We're big Red Sox contributor, and of course there are some other Red Sox. And people say, the Red Sox never should have traded Mookie Betts. Look, if you offer $400 million to somebody and they say no, then you trade them. What are you going to do? Offer him $500 million? Like, we offered him a ton of money. He said no. You trade him.
Okay.
That's what you do. So that song that I always play, and it's not "Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead," which would be a good song too. So that'll be the second one. We're going to we're going to start off with a triple. That song we're going to move to the middle. But we're going to start off with a song, my favorite song that Quincy Jones was involved in. It is considered I think this is kind of low. Doesn't this sound kind of low? The 9th best TV theme song. Doesn't that seem kind of low?
Of all the thousands of TV shows over the years?
I know. It's still ranked pretty high, but to me, this has got to be in the top 5. It absolutely has to be. I can't. There are 8 that are better?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Of course, I put number 1, Keep It, as the number 1. By the band Maxtone. It was the theme to the failed sitcom Beg to Differ that FX and NBC both passed on.
Doesn't count. It was never a show.
It was a show. Just because it didn't air doesn't mean it's not a show. Let's go back to the whole,
Don't get all defensive.
When's it all, when conception is an actual baby, right?
Don't get all defensive.
So you're saying it's the actual birth. Where I'm arguing it's more of the conception here.
It never aired on a broadcast outlet.
Okay, but the show did exist. You can watch it. Well, if I gave you the link, you could watch it. But
trigger warning.
Anyway,
trigger warning.
Here's Quincy Jones, who passed away last night at the age of 91. Here's the name of the song is Street Beater, but it's better known as the theme to Sanford and Son. 89.5 WSKB.
lights go out on Broadway. I saw the Empire State lay low, and life went on beyond the Palisades. They all bought Cadillacs and left there long ago. We held a concert out in Brooklyn to watch the island bridges blow. They turned our power down, they drove us underground, but we went right on with the show. I seen the lights go out on Broadway. I saw the ruins at my feet. You know, we almost didn't notice it. We see it all the time on 42nd Street. They burned the churches up in Harlem, like in that Spanish Civil War. The flames were everywhere, but no one really cared. It always burned up there before. I seen the lights go out on Broadway. I watched the mighty skyline fall. The folks were waiting at the Battery. The union went on strike. They never sailed at all. They sent a carrier out from Norfolk and picked the Yankees up for free. They said the Queens could stay. They blew the Bronx away. They sank Manhattan out at sea. You know those lights were bright on Broadway. That was so many years ago, before we all lived here in Florida, before the mafia took over Mexico. There are not many who remember. They say a handful still survive to tell the world about the way the lights went out, to keep the memory alive.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
I'm a contented man. Are you a contented man?
Sure.
Yeah! We should start a society. A society of contented men.
No.
That's a catchy little groove there. And again, Dionne Warwick did not like that song. Yeah, the more I'm hearing about Dionne Warwick,
She doesn't like a lot of songs.
yeah, the more I'm hearing about her, the more I'm not liking her.
Yeah.
It seems like all these great songs that she's done. I didn't like that one. Like Heartbreaker. How do you not like Heartbreaker?
A bit of a diva.
And this one was a very important song for her because actually they sang that together. You know, sometimes with these duets they'll mix them.
Yep.
But they actually were in the booth together actually singing it.
Sounds like a diva to me.
Yeah, so they were on different trajectories at the time because Dionne Warwick hadn't had a hit in a while, and the Spinners were on the way up. Dionne Warwick was still completely a huge audience draw, though, so she still had that going for him. But when she moved to Warner Brothers, her hits had dried up. So the Spinners were at Motown's with a little. They didn't really have much to show for it, so they left for Atlantic Records, and they put this together. Tom Bell's produced a couple songs that we like to play here, mostly by the Spinners too. I think mostly. Yeah, remember Rubber Band Man? Yeah, that's a great little tune there. Mm-hmm. So they had the idea to put this song together, and it was a nice little bump for everybody involved. Not that she ever appreciated it, of course. So I found my real opening. There was more jokes in it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save the jokes for next time. Because it seemed kind of like a quick opening, didn't it? That was like the first draft, and then I punched it up. So I had printed the pre-punched up version. But if you want to zoom in, you can read the jokes. If not, you can wait till the next show to hear some of them.
Okay.
Hey, did you see that I taught a class this
Cool.
weekend?
How'd it go?
Yeah, it went great. I had to teach a class. Do you know how long the class was I had to teach?
How long?
1 hour and 45 minutes. That's pretty intimidating, right?
Yeah.
Could you come up with enough material, you think, to cover an hour and 45 minutes? It's okay.
Yeah, probably could.
Okay, I bet you could. But yeah, it was. I had a blast doing it. It was fun, and one person afterwards came up and asked me when my next class was, and I'm like, "This is the first time I've ever done this, and I don't know if I'm doing it again." And they were surprised, and it was a great. It was a lot of fun. At the Why Write writing conference, I taught a class about writer's block, and it was. I mean, as I told them, look. Writer's block is a horrible disease we're never going to beat. It's just about learning to live with it. About raising awareness for it. We're going to have a little telethon. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with other issues
That's
right
okay.
now.
All right.
I got 3 major projects in the works.
Okay.
And I'm kind of distracted because things are moving on one, and I need to kind of like get up to speed here while we're doing the show.
I'm kind of sometimes sometimes I'm an absolutely wonderful guy, and sometimes I'm a jerk. You know that? Like the wife will say, don't distract Serenity. She's busy with her homework.
Yeah.
So I will stand behind my wife and go like this to my daughter, like woohoo, hey, woo. Just because it's funny.
Okay.
I don't do it for long because she's got work to do. Serenity for Halloween went as the Drew Barrymore character from the movie Scream.
Yeah.
She looked just like it. And she had the knife. She propped the knife in her chest, and she had blood, and she had the little blonde wig and everything. And
one of her coworkers at Fright Fest is in the shop here.
Really?
Yeah. Mars is one of the seniors.
Wow. Well, how about that?
Yeah.
And how'd you put that together? Because you saw a mutual
Mars
picture?
says she works over there.
Oh.
And I'm like, do you know Serenity?
Oh.
She's like, oh my God, yes I do.
Her name is what? What's her name?
Mars.
Mars.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to bring it up when I see Serenity. Cool. Yeah, they had their last show last night, so they're done. My wife, my daughter was one of the scary creatures in the Awakening, the Fright Fest.
Yeah.
thing. So that's kind of cool.
Yep.
Kind of cool. All right, so now there's no show next week, so I would
Right, because of Veterans Day.
I would have done this song next week, but we're going to do it this week. November 10th, 1975, the Edmund Fitzgerald went down, and Gordon Lightfoot wanted to do a song about it because he had read a small article about it and was surprised at how short the blurb was.
Yep.
It's like, this was a horrific tragedy. 29 men died. Why? I mean, should be much big. I mean, like, and of course, the day after it happened, it was in all the newspapers and everything, especially around the Great Lakes. But he's like, history is not really giving this enough attention. So he wanted to write a song for it. And when he says the church bells chimed till it rang 29 times, when he passed, the Sailors Cathedral there in Detroit rang the bell 29 times for each man, and then rang it one more for Gordon, which was kind of a nice little tribute. So, next week marks the anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and so we're going to play a little song. Here's Growing Lightfoot, 89.5 WSKB.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardie siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Turn on the radio. We'll play it way down low. There's a tear in your eye that's reflecting the fire's glow. And I wish this night would never end. The sun ain't gonna be my friend. Lying here waiting and wishing I knew when. We'll never have to say goodbye again. We'll never have to say goodbye again. You must leave, I know you will. I won't let you go until you show me some secret for making this time stand still. And somewhere, sometime from now, together again somehow, all of the waiting will seem like a moment, and then we'll never have to say goodbye again. We'll never have to say goodbye again. The whole night, afraid to see the light.
I don't know why, but I've been on an England Dan and John Ford Coley kick lately. Have you noticed that?
think?
Yeah. It's kind of odd, right? I mean, who goes on an England Dan and John Ford Coley kick?
I don't know.
Me. So the guy who wrote that song actually recorded it, and it went absolutely nowhere. And then Arista Records president, what's his name there? Clive Davis, found the song. He's like, I got to give this to Melissa Manchester. Because, why wouldn't you?
Okay.
Where's she been lately? We should have her on the show.
I don't know.
I liked her. So he didn't give it to Melissa Manchester. He gave it to this other duo, and it went really nowhere. But they opened up for Seals and Croft and everything, so that was kind of nice. And then I think England Dan or John Ford Coley, one of them, was at the concert, and he's like, hey, that's kind of a cool song. And he asked Clive Davis, can we have it? He's like, yeah, why not? No one else has made a hit out of it. But England Dan and John Ford Coley did. I bet you Melissa Manchester would have made a hit out of that, too. Now I'm thinking about the alternate universe where Melissa Manchester recorded that song. It's a nice place.
Okay.
Yeah. Howard Johnson's.
You're full of fantasy today.
Howard Johnson's is still a successful business in that world, too, I bet.
Well, if you believe the theory, there's an infinite number of universes.
That'd be kind of cool. I would like to go visit the universe where Michael McMahon owns a Corvette. That would be a pretty cool universe.
Sure.
So now, this is a fantastic song. It's a great song. Do not try it karaoke. I went to do a karaoke one time, and the guy running the show was a very good karaoke singer. So I'm all confident. I'm like, I'm going to do my best. I think I'm going to get this song. I go up there, and the guy turns to me and says, good luck. I've tried this. I'm like, something. Just like, all the air went out of my balloon. Now I'm dreading, at the couple notes, I'm like going, oh, great. This guy was a great singer. And says he had trouble doing it. Great. Yeah, and it didn't go well. So now some people have a problem with the line. And in the song, of course, that's what's going on. Like the man says, hey, she's just 16 years old, And he kind of falls for it, which is, people. Ugh. But the story behind it is a fantastic story. So Benny Mardones and his writing partner at the time, I believe it was Robert Tepper. Was it Robert Tepper or Charlie Sexton? For some reason, I don't remember. I don't know why I confused those two. One-hit wonders from the 80s, I guess. So anyway, they were staying up all night. Hey, let's write songs. Okay. And nothing is going on. Nothing. Next thing they know, it's morning. Now, there was a family across the hall where Benny Mardones lived, and the father ran out on the family. And so he would pay the kids across the hall a little extra money to do little odd jobs for him. When he was on the road a lot as a musician. Mm-hmm. And he would give the daughter money to walk his dog in the morning. Now, he didn't realize what time it was. It's now like 6 o'clock in the morning. And she came in. She was going to a private school, so she had that, that Catholic school skirt and everything. And when she came in, the writing partner went, whoa. And Benny Mardones says, hey, she's just 16 years old. Leave her alone. And that kind of became a pretty cool writing prompt for them. And the rest of the song came together pretty quick. So there was a very innocent story behind it. Maybe they should have made her 18 years old in the song, right? Maybe just a little...
No, I think they want to drive home the point.
Well, no, but yeah, in the song, though, the guy falls for the girl. So I'm just saying. Still, either way, it's a fantastic song. Do not try it karaoke. Here's Into the Night by Benny Mardones, 89.5 WSKB.
She's just
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
The fortune queen of New Orleans was brushing her cat in her black limousine. On the back seat were scratches from the marks of men, her fortune she had won. Couldn't see through the tinted glass. She said, "Home, James," and he hit the gas. I followed her to some darkened room. Took my money, she said, "I'll be with you soon." Dog lady laughed and danced and lit the candles one by one. Danced to her gypsy music till the blue was dawn. Dog lady played black magic till the clock struck on the 12. She told me more She dealt 2 cards, a queen and a 3, and mumbled some words that were so strange to me. And then she turned up a 2-eyed jack. My eyes saw red, but the cards still stayed black. She said, "The man you love is secretly true to someone else who is very close to you. My advice is that you leave this place, never come back and forget you ever saw my face." Dog lady laughed and danced and lit the candles one by one. Danced to her gypsy music till the blue was done. Dog lady played black magic till the clock struck on the 12. She told me more about me than I knew myself. So I ran home and crawled in my bed. I couldn't sleep because of all the things she said. Then I remembered her strange perfume and how I smelled it once in my own room. So I sneaked back and caught her with my man, laughing and kissing till they saw the gun in my hand. The next thing I knew, they were dead on the floor. Dog lady would never turn a corner anymore. Dog lady laughed and danced and lit the candles one by one. Danced to her gypsy music till the brew was done. Dog lady played black magic till the
Now, Cher didn't like that song, but I think she had a good reason.
Why?
She goes, "The song's a pain in the ass. There's no place to breathe." She hated doing it in concert. She's like, "There's absolutely no place to breathe while you're doing that song." So any ladies out there who do it karaoke, maybe they can vouch for that.
Okay. That makes sense.
So now, Blood, Sweat, and Tears founder and keyboard player Al Cooper came up with the idea to cover this song. And he's like, "I really want to cover it. I'm very passionate about it." And they would practice it, and everyone else in the band was like, "Geez, he's really terrible at singing this song." And he eventually left the band, so the replacement came in, and they thought it was kind of funny if he did the song, and he did a nice job of it. So it was kind of I don't know if it was if the guy
shot across the bow.
Yeah, I don't know if he left on bad terms, but the song became a pretty big hit for Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Here's "You've Made Me So Very Happy." Peter, you do, by the way.
Why, thank you.
Here's Blood, Sweat, and Tears, 89.5 WSKB.
I lost that love before. Got mad and closed the door. But you said, child, just once more. I chose you for the one. Now we're having so much fun. You treated me so kind. I'm about to lose my mind. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. The others were untrue, but when it came to loving you, I'd spend my whole life with you. 'Cause you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always showed me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. Thank you, baby. I love you so much, you see. You're even in my dreams. I can hear, baby, I can hear you calling me. I'm so in love with you. All I ever want to do is thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. You made me so very happy. You made me so very happy, baby. I'm so glad you came into my life. I wanna thank you, girl, every day of my life. I wanna thank you. You made me so very happy. I want to spend my life thanking you. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Underwriting for WSKB's community radio programming is brought to you in part by R. Levesque Associates. They are offering landscape architecture, civil engineering, environmental permitting, and land surveying. RLA is a second-generation company devoted to excellence in the planning and design of outdoor spaces. on the web at rlaland.com or at 40 School Street in Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
From 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show.
Right here on WSKB 89.5.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
This ain't a song for the broken hearted. A silent prayer for faith departed. And I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. This is for ones who stood their ground. For Tommy and Gina, who never back down. Tomorrow's getting harder, make no mistake. Look ain't even look, you gotta make your own breaks. It's my life, and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. 'Cause it's my life. Never stand tall when they're calling you out. Don't bend, don't break, baby, don't back down. It's my life, and it's now or never. 'Cause I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life, and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. 'Cause it's my life.
Bon Jovi, the song's lyrics about standing up for oneself, fighting for what is right and not giving to pressure, resonated very deeply with the people in Ukraine fighting with their war with Russia. And videos emerged of Ukrainians using the song during preparations for defending their cities. And last year, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie gave Ukraine President Zelensky a sheet of lyrics to It's My Life, handwritten by Mr. John Bon Jovi himself.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you
out
a
of
little
breath.
tired?
I'm a little tired.
Yeah, you got an interview coming up.
I shouldn't do a peppy song before an interview, should I?
No.
Do we have people? Are they on the line?
Of
Hey!
course they are.
Look at that. Hey, guys, thanks for joining us. So we've got
good morning.
We've got from the Opera House Players in Enfield, we have director Eric Boucher. And who did you bring?
I brought my good friend Michael King, who plays Lonnie in Rock of Ages.
Congratulations, Lonnie, on getting the role. Is it a fun role to play?
Thanks. Oh my God, it's the best. It's actually my second time playing this part.
Oh.
So yeah, I liked it so much. I looked for another opportunity to do it, and here we are.
So let me say something. When you're going into that audition, you're probably feeling pretty confident in yourself, aren't you? Saying, I got this. I played it before.
I mean, there certainly is an air of like I kind of have this character figured out a little bit, but it is such a fun role and a coveted role that you still have to fight for it. And plus, there's a lot of really talented people in this area, so it's never just a gimme.
Now, Eric, what made you chose this show to put on?
Oh man, well, first
wait. I'm sorry. Did we say what the name of the show was yet?
The show is Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages. I'm sorry, that's my fault.
Ages. Yeah, and I'm Gen X myself, and so this is the music I grew up on, and the show's just funny, and I'm a big fan of comedy and that fourth wall breaking style this show has. So this just seemed like an obvious fit for me, and I've been lucky to know Mike for over a decade now, on and off, and actually a lot of people in this show. We just have a stellar cast, and I'm surrounded by the best production team, best from costume set, lighting, choreographer, music director. So this has really just been nothing but a good time.
Let me ask you one thing here. Let me interject something here. I've heard talk that your choreographer is very difficult to work with. So you're saying that's.
I've known Karen for a couple decades now, and we put up with each other pretty well. This is actually, I worked with Karen many years ago, and we reconnected a few years back to work on Little Shop of Horrors, and I think this is my 4th show in a row working with Karen. So it's been a great time. We're great collaborators, along with our music director, Graham.
So update for the audience, Michael's key will not be working when he returns home today.
Yeah, the inside joke here is that Karen, the choreographer, is my wife of over 20 years. So, so there was that little
that's true.
Inside joke. No, I work well with her, too. So that's...
Oh, good. That's helpful.
Now, some musical purists look down upon like jukebox musicals, but the advantage to them are you have all these jukebox musicals. Of course, people don't know are songs that aren't really written for the show. But the advantage, of course, is now you can pull from a whole bunch of great songs. The disadvantage sometimes. The story can really, really suffer because it feels like it's kind of forced in there. What kind of story are we getting here? Is the story, stand on its own?
The story stands on its own. What's fun about this show is it's a jukebox musical, so you're going to hear all your greatest hits from the 80s. But it's also a parody, not just on the era, but on musical theater in general. And there's a theatricality to this show as well. It's not just hitting the greatest hits. With that said, when they created this show, I mean, they built it around the finale, which is Don't Stop Believing. So, we have our small town girl and the midnight train and all those things. But the music really lends itself to the storytelling. But it's, classic boy meets girl. They're off to the Sunset Strip to try and make it big hair, big dreams, everything the 80s was about.
Now, Rock of Ages is a perfect title for the show, I think, despite the fact that they were never able to get the rights to the song. But I think when it came down to, like, renaming it, or they decided, the name still fits, even though we can't use the song.
Well, this is a funny update. The show has been revised really recently. And the song Rock of Ages does make a cameo in one of the medleys. So
nice.
Def Leppard finally gave in. And we also got some Pour Sugar on Me in there.
Oh, good.
And
Oh, sure. They came on board after they realized this was going to be a success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, after, make a little more money for sure. But yeah, it's part of this medley. In fact, this show is full of great medleys. They mash up a lot of really cool songs together and new arrangements, and that's one of the things that drew me to the show.
Well, it's funny because after the interview is over here, I'm going to play a song from the show, and my wife asked me which song I picked, and I looked at them all, and they're all great, and I said, well, this is one of my favorites on the list, and I picked Renegade, and she's like, well, geez, for God's sakes, there's only like 2 lines of that song in the show, so I felt bad for picking that one then, but
there isn't even musical accompaniment to that one.
Yeah.
Is there even? Do you even get to dance during it? Or? No.
Stacey has some action in that scene, but yeah, it's very, very short. I mean, the show's just peppered with that. It's peppered with quick line references, and even some of the underscoring is nods to 80s hits. So yeah, there's lots of Easter eggs in there.
Now, Eric, I directed a musical once, so I know what I'm talking about when I ask you this question. How do you handle living with an ulcer?
Yeah, not much sleep these days, but I say this, knock on wood. We had our kickoff to Tech Week yesterday, and it was relatively painless. I mean, we're tired. But everyone's in good spirits. But yeah, we're really having a great time. So this team really does keep the ulcers to a minimum.
What I loved was how so many times, like one person would say, I have a small problem. Oh, yeah, what is it? Yeah, open night, I may be an hour late. Well, that's not a small problem. And then this other girl will come, she says, I have this huge problem. She's like, I'm going to have to leave rehearsal 5 minutes early next Wednesday. And I just come here, I got to give you a hug here. That's not a big problem. Come here.
Yeah, the problems are big and small, and I guess it's all a matter of perspective. But we won't let our stage manager hear that.
So now this is going to run on the weekends, November 8th to, that's kind of nice. You're closing on my birthday. That's kind of nice on the 24th. Fridays and
come out and celebrate.
Yeah, Fridays and Saturdays at 8 o'clock and Sundays at 2. Down in your North Maple Street in Enfield, Connecticut. And
it's in the Enfield Annex.
The old Fermi High School, right?
The old Fermi High School. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the old Fermi High School. It's called the Enfield Annex. As we're building our new space.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going great. We're hopefully going to start some major construction real soon in the next month or so. So hopefully within a year, you'll see us doing more and more shows at the new space on High Street. But right now, we are still at the Enfield Annex, which is, like you said, on North Maple Street. And we open this Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
And how are ticket sales been going?
Ticket sales are going great.
Good.
You want to get those tickets fast.
So Opera House Players, you just looked up Enfield and you'll get to the website.
Go to Opera House Players. operahouseplayers.org/tickets, and you'll find all the information there. You can also find us on Facebook, which has all that information. You'll start seeing, some really cool photos behind the scenes, meet the casts. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of cool info coming out.
Now, Mike, what's the favorite? I mean, not to be a prisoner of the moment, so I mean, I suppose you can pick the one you're currently doing, I guess. But what's the favorite show you've ever been in?
I mean, it is hard not to say this one because I clearly like it since I've done it a second time. But I would say that I did Kinky Boots with Opera House Players back in the spring, and that was a show that was a lot of fun. It's very different from this show. The role is very different. But it is another one where, Cyndi Lauper is of the 80s and the music kind of emulates that a little bit. So there are some similarities, and I get to, melt my face off in both of them. So
now you don't have to say the production company, but has there been a musical that you've been in that you said, never again would I do that show?
I don't know. I don't typically judge a show by the experience. So I can't definitively say yes. There are some shows that I don't think I could do again because the experience was so great.
And also, to be fair, you're probably, you've outaged maybe some of those earlier roles too, right?
Yeah, thank you for noticing. Yeah, it's that's a very fair point. But to be fair, I also have been aged up pretty much my entire 20s. So I'm kind of reaching the age where I've been cast for the last 10 years. So Honestly, I think I just caught up to my stage persona at this point.
Hey, I played Jacob in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and he was like 200 years old, so, you know.
See, there you go. Lonnie is ageless.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So, Eric, what's next? Have you got the next project lined up already, or are you going to take some time off?
Time off would be beautiful, wouldn't it? For me personally, I'm also working with our improv group, Phantom Sheep. So we're keeping busy with that, teaching classes, getting ready for our holiday show. But Opera House Players has a great season ahead. Chorus Line's up next on that stage, and then Anastasia. And we're already in plans for next season, which I can't reveal too much yet, but it's going to be a good one.
Would you ever consider do they only do musicals, or would they consider a play?
That's a great question.
Half of my questions are.
Yeah. So I appreciate you keeping consistent on the quality. Historically, we've done mostly musicals. However, excuse me, last year we did a great play called American Son, actually at the new place on High Street, and it was fantastic. So we hope to dabble in more unique shows like that. Sprinkle that in once we get more established in the new place.
I don't know if you heard this, but the Exit 7 Players group in March is putting on a reading of a completely original, hilarious play called Sanctuary Much. So maybe if someone from there scouted it and said, "Yeah, you know what, this could work."
Yeah, we might know a guy who knows a guy. Yeah.
The show comes with a guarantee. Like if you don't laugh, you get to hit the guy who wrote it. So that's kind of a cool.
That is a good tie-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife has signed up for all 3 nights. She said she's going to be there every night. So this is going to be great.
Yeah.
So it's running the next 3 weekends, Friday and Saturday nights and Sunday afternoons. You're competing with football there, so I probably will not go to any of the Sunday matinees. But Friday and Saturday nights, I don't see any reason why I couldn't go to some of those.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely see me there.
Yeah, come out. I mean, the other thing I love about this show is it's very audience interactive as well. I mean, you're encouraged to sing along, pump your fists in the air, and rock out with us. So we even have parts where the audience is, where the cast is actually immersed in the audience as well. So we're going to let you relive the 80s, even if you weren't born yet.
What's going to be great about this show, I think, is, to me, a lot of times I judge a show whether or not I'm walking out of there humming one of the tunes I just heard. You're guaranteed to be humming something when you're leaving here.
The earworms in this show, I mean, I'm humming them all the way home and waking up the next morning thinking of them. These shows are very going to be catchy. These songs are going to be catchy. You're going to love them.
Well, Eric and Mike, thank you for joining us from the Opera House Players. They're putting on the show Rock of Ages. As I said, runs the next 3 weekends. Check out the Opera House Players website to buy tickets. And look, whether you're a theater person or not, a lot of times, the first time I ever went to theater, I was a 14-year-old. I got dragged. It was Chorus Line on Broadway. Poor me. I had to go to Broadway to see a Chorus Line, and I got dragged to it. And of course, it's an absolutely fantastic experience. I mean, it's fun to go to the movies, but this is, it's right in front of you.
Yeah, this is a good.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, this is a really good, I call it the gateway drug of musical theater because it's like, the wife or the husband who appreciates musicals can bring their significant other who's like, oh, I don't really care for this, but I like, Journey and Bon Jovi. So I know I want to say this show had the most times where it was people's first Broadway show.
Yeah.
Because they were just like, it's just 80s rock. It was billed as Broadway's biggest party. And I know a lot of people who now see more musicals because they saw Rock of Ages.
Yeah, Mike's absolutely right. The show's just celebrating its 15th anniversary since it debuted on Broadway. And when it did, it was something like 60 or more % people who saw it on Broadway. It was their first Broadway show.
Wow.
So this is we get you in with the party, but then we fool you with actually a great theatrical experience.
Come for the funeral, stay for the pie, as Homer Simpson once said. Well, thank you for joining us, and I will be. I'm not sure if it's this weekend or the next weekend I'm going, but I will definitely see you guys down there. Thank you for joining us, and
thank you.
We'll keep you in mind for future projects here too.
All right, thanks. Good seeing
you. Thank you, Eric. See you soon.
Mike. Take care.
All right, so we're going to play one of the songs from the show, and it's, I guess, not featured prominently in the show, but still in the show, and this is maybe one that I may be humming. Here's Renegade by Styx in 9.5 WSKB.
Oh, mama, I'm in 5th for my life from the long arm of the law. Lawman is putting an end to my running, and I'm so far from my home. Oh, mama, I can hear you a-crying. You're so scared and all alone. Hangman is coming down from the gallows, and I don't have very long.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for ArtsBeat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
tell me, then show me what I want to know. Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away into the night? I know it ain't right. Don't tease me. Why don't you please me? Then show me what you came here for. Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away into the night? I know it ain't right. Into the night, baby. Make it tonight. I caught you glancing my way, and I know what you're after. No second chances tonight. Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away? Why don't we steal away into the night? I know it ain't right. Into the night. I know it ain't right. Why don't we steal away? Know it ain't right. Into the night, baby. Why don't we steal away? Make it tonight. Why don't we steal
There I am. Robbie Dupree. Now, what do you think critics said about that song?
Sounds like what's his name from the Doobie Brothers.
And what?
He stole the song?
And no, what else? What song did it sound like?
Not sure.
What a Fool Believes.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you.
So the actual publishing company behind the Doobie Brothers actually went after Robbie Dupree, saying because even when the backing vocalist sounds like it's Michael McDonald, but it's it's not. And Michael McDonald put a halt to it. He's like, no, I'm not accusing him of anything.
Michael McDonald, apparently, by all accounts, is just a good soul.
Yeah, sounds like we should have him on the show.
He might actually come on. Seriously, he's that kind of a guy.
That'd be cool.
I've seen different articles with him, all kinds of different stuff, and it's like, wow, he's just a good guy.
We should get him on the show. So anyway,
find out who his management is.
How come people can't do research? Like VH1 of all places. I mean, you'd think VH1 knows music, right? They put Robbie Dupree on the list of top one-hit wonders of the 80s, despite the fact that he had a second hit. Hot Rod Hearts went to number 15. Like, why on so many of these, I purposely click on, whenever I see, list of one-hit wonders, I purposely look on there to see. I think the definition, some people's definition of a one-hit wonder, the only song I remember by them, which is not a good definition. To me, a definition is top 40 hits. Did you have a second top 40 hit? And if you did, you're not a one-hit wonder. Rockwell, somebody's watching me, not a one-hit wonder. Obscene Phone Caller.
Yeah, but see, nobody remembers that song.
That's not the criteria.
I mean, nobody remembers that song.
Why do you get off breathing on the phone? Funny, I remember it. Obscene Phone Caller.
The only song I have from Rockwell in my
alone.
library of 200,000 plus songs.
We're going to have to
is
play
Somebody's
Obscene
Life.
Phone Caller on our next show.
Just saying.
So now 2 minutes into the song, it's kind of funny. It fits perfectly in the song that you think that it was actually supposed to be there, but it's an accident. You hear Mick Jones go, split! It's perfect, but it wasn't meant to be there. So he's recording his vocals, and two of the members of the band said, "Let's sneak up and scare him." And he saw them at the last second. He didn't get scared, but he saw them and he said, "Split!" to him, meaning beat it. And it was recording at the time, and they left it in, and it sounds like it belongs in there. That's pretty cool, huh?
Sure.
Here's the Clash. And should I stay or should I go? 89.5 WSKB.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time. So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day it's fine and next it's black. So if you want me off your back, well come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So come on and let me know. This indecision's bugging me. If you don't want me, set me free. Exactly whom I'm supposed to be. Don't you know which clothes even fit me? Come on and let me know. Should I cool it or should I blow? Split. Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So you gotta let me know. Should I cool it or should I blow? Should I stay or should I go now? Trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So you gotta let me know. Should I stay or should I go?
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com. Support for Community Radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
They say go with your first instinct. I thought it was. I wanted to double check. I didn't want to get false information. It's from the album Alpha. I thought it was from the album Alpha. It's Asia. Now, when Alpha was all done, the album, they said, you know what? We got the songs and everything, but, these, especially back in the days of album, there was a strategy of where the songs to appear. You want, this song is going to be on the first song on side 2. That was an important one. Now it's, track 6 or 7 on the CD, so there's less strategy. But they said none of these songs really should lead the album off. I don't know how they determined that. So they quickly, they said, well, what do we do? Well, we should record another song. Well, I have an idea, and I have an idea, and those two ideas kind of merged, and we got this, the lead-off song for Alpha. And it's a great tune.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to Vegas, and a buddy of mine that I went to high school with, and you went to high school too, Jamie Hausmer, and I said, well, this is great. You're making a living as a musician. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm doing this, that. Last summer I toured with Asia. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, Asia. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what the hell wouldn't you lead off with that? That's pretty big news. It's kind of.
Guess so.
Yeah. I'm like, well, that's cool. Like when they introduced the band, and, from Massachusetts, we got on keyboard Jamie Hausmer. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Great little tune. All right, so now I guess we're back on track. We had to rearrange the show a little bit. So we're back on normal track here, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this isn't Chucky, as in like Chucky, like from like the
one that kills everybody.
Yeah. This is Chuck E. It's Chuck as his
like
first name.
Big E, the wrestler.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know who that is, but if that works for the comparison. So
it does. Yeah.
So the subject is Chuck E. Weiss, and he was good friends with Tom Waits, and Weiss was working as a dishwasher at the Troubadour in Los Angeles, and Ricky Lee Jones was performing there. So she and Watts became an item, and the three of them spent a lot of time, often drinking and being musicians. They took some drugs. So one night, Tom Waits gets a call from Weiss, Chucky Weiss. He explained that he was in Denver and taken up with a girl. Who happened to be his distant cousin, but we don't need to talk about that, I guess. When he hung up the phone, he told Ricky that he's like, well, I don't think Chucky's going to be around for a little while because Chucky's in love, and she seized upon that title, wrote a song, and it became a pretty big hit.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
ding,
it's a catchy little tune too. Chucky's in love. What's your middle initial?
A.
So you'd be Pete A's in love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, here's Ricky Lee Jones, or Ricky L. Jones, I guess, if we're going to keep with the theme. Here's Chucky's in Love, 89.5 WSKB.
Turn off the TV and hang that sign on the door where we call and we call. How come say, hey, what could make a boy behave this way? Yeah, well, he learned all of the lines now, and every time he don't stutter when he talks. It's true, it's true. He shows a quiet that's kind of cool and inspired sort of jazz when he walks. Well, this jacket in his old blue jeans. Hey, if this ain't healthy, it is some kind of clean. But that means that Chucky is in love. Chucky is in love. Chucky's in love. Chucky is in love. I don't believe what you're saying to me. This is something I've got to see. Is he here? I look in the pool hall. Well, is he here? I look in the drugstore. Is he here? No, he don't come here no more. Well, I tell you what, I saw him. He was fellas down at the Pentateuch, and whatever it is that he's got up his sleeve, well, I hope it isn't contagious. What's her name? Is that her there? Oh Christ, I think he's even combed his hair. And is that her? Well, then what's her name? Oh, it's never gonna be the same. That's not her. I know what's wrong. 'Cause Jackie Love with a little girl singing this song. Don't you know Chucky's in love? Yeah, yeah. Chucky's in love. Love, love, love. Chucky's in love. Chucky's in love. Chucky's in love. Chucky's in love. He's in love. Love with me.
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
In the dark, I'd like to read his mind, but I'm frightened of the things I might find.
There's a Massachusetts artist for you. You guys are getting nervous that we were not going to sneak one in. There we go. That's till Tuesday. Now, there's a couple twists about this song. Amy Mann got the idea for the song with one of her male friends said that whenever he was in public, his girlfriend was like, shh, quiet, keep your voice down. People don't need to know we're going out. In fact, I prefer people don't know that we're going out. So she was keeping him in line. So she sort of gender twisted it for the song. She was playing the character of that. But then when it came time to the video, she said, you know what, enough of all this people, let's stand up to the tormentor. So in the video, she actually hired, an actor. She's like, but give me some credit. That's not my type. He's a big, muscular doofus. And she stands up to him. In real life, her man is Michael Penn, who is Sean Penn's brother. Michael Penn had he's a one-hit wonder. What if I was Romeo in black jeans? What's the name of that song? No Myth. That's the name of the song.
Okay.
And so he's a one-hit wonder too. So it's kind of a musician family there. All right, so hey, this is exciting. Guess what? I applied to take part in this year's Story Slam, and I was picked. I'm going to take place in Story Slam. How cool is that? Yeah, November 21st at the. I believe it's going to be at the New England. What is what is it? Where Channel 57 is? The New England Media something.
New England Public Media.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. NEPM. And so November 21st, please consider going. It's a very funny story. It's about the time I ran afoul of the Phoenix, Arizona karaoke mafia. Huh? Doesn't that sound like a story you'd like to hear?
Okay.
Okay. Well, consider going. Would you consider going?
Yeah, we just did something on an arts beat, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe everything you tell me.
We did?
Okay, I believe you. So, yeah, they picked 10. You had a phone audition, and I guess I was one of the 10. So, yeah, I wish I had done it last year, but I'm doing it this year, and I'm so thrilled. I'm very happy. This is going to be a lot of fun. Because you know what? I'm an introvert, but I love an audience. Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is weird. I'm a quirky guy, aren't I?
You're a weird dude.
Yeah. Name 10 things that's weird about me. I bet you can't. And you're thinking, I bet I can.
Oh, boy.
So now this group had some pop success in the 80s, including minor hits. But they had their biggest success writing for the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. These guys wrote The Time of My Life and Hungry Eyes. So that's where they got their big success, which came a little bit later. But they had a band called Frankie and the Knockouts. And this song, very, very good, especially 70s, but, early 80s and early, mid-80s. Like if a song comes on, I usually can say who sings it. And I'm at the casino, and sometimes the pit boss would come over and he's like, okay, who sings this? And I was nailing. So this song comes on. And I don't know I could not remember who did it. And I was praying he didn't come over to ask me. Fortunately, he was busy. But
yeah,
now
you're gonna have to stall a little bit. I didn't realize I didn't have this one.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's a type of song because it sounds like other people, but it's not. It's not. They had other songs called "Without You" and "You're My Girl," which were some minor hits. Not the "Without You" that we're all familiar with. But yeah, later on in life, I can tell you their names. I just have their last names. Privet and De Nicola. And they wrote, they were approached.
They're Russian?
I don't know, probably. Or maybe Italian maybe. They were approached to write the soundtrack. And they were a little surprised when they got that. They're like, okay, this is cool. And that's where they made some money. That's where they made some really nice money. Do you have the song?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wow. So all the thousands of songs you have in the thing, you don't have this one.
Don't have it, yeah. Have it now.
Here's Frankie and the Knockouts. Here's Sweetheart. 89.5. Maybe a song you remember. 89.5 WSKB.
It's hard to be strong
100.5 WSKB.
She said it's lonely here tonight. She's always sad when she's alone. She said I need you here tonight. She couldn't wait till I get home. She loved me, and that's all I need to know. She's part of my life, just a part I won't let go. And she said, love me tomorrow. Won't you please promise me, love me tomorrow like today. Love me tomorrow. Hurry back, can't you see? I need you more than yesterday.
Chicago from 16. It was their first album in a decade-long association with their new label, Warner Brothers, and it was their first project to be produced by David Foster. And he co-wrote that song. That was a very fruitful association. We got to get out of here.
Yes, you do.
My name is Michael McMahon. Drink your milk, look both ways before crossing the street, and never, ever give up your dreams. I'd like to thank Eric and Mike from the Opera House Players. Go see the show, Rock of Ages, the next 3 weekends. That's my pound producer, Peter Cole. Say goodbye, Peter.
Goodbye, Peter.
With the election coming up, we thought that this would be kind of a fun song to end. If you don't like the choices, why not vote for Alvin? We'll see you in 2 weeks. We're not here next week.
We're off next week.
In 2 weeks. All right, so we'll see you in 2 weeks. Vote for Alvin. Mwah.
And furthermore, my dear friends, what this country needs is a great leader. Me! I promise you 2 bicycles in everyday ride.
Hey, Simon, Theodore, what's he doing?
He's running for president. Yeah, president.
Really? Well, now, isn't that he's president?
Did you call me?
Alvin, you can't be president.
Why?
Why, because you're too young. Well, you...
In addition...
Alvin, be quiet and sing our new song. Now, here are the words. It's nice.
It's nice.
It's good.
It's good.
When you live like you should.
When you live like you should.
In peaceful harmony.
In peaceful harmony.
Take our advice. The way we live is nice. In peaceful harmony.
I hope you vote for me.
Now, quit that. Quit it. We're so polite. We hardly ever fight. We live in harmony. That's better. Don't care if we live in a tent. Just as long as we pay the rent. It's nice. It's good. When you live like you should. In peaceful harmony. Stop changing the words.
And with me in the White House.
Alvin!
And another thing, dear friends. Why shouldn't we have a penny ice cream cone? I don't know, Theodore. You can be my campaign manager. Oh boy, Your Honor. And Simon, I believe I'll make you vice president. Why not?
Mr. President, will you and your cabinet kindly sing?
Don't care if we live in a tent. Just as long as Alvin's president. That's me. He's nice. He's good. Send Alvin, yes you should, to Washington, D.C. And in conclusion, dear friends.
Alvin, will you...